Greetings from the Embassy of the Republic of Poland in Washington, D.C. Let's check in with Theresa. How are you?
Hello. Right now, today, I'm Theresa Irene, the girl that was born 70-something years ago. She was Theresa Wolowski. My mother and father are Polish. My mother was born in Poland, and his father was born in northwestern Poland. And they married and had the 3 children.
Now, the area where your mother was born was actually under Russian occupation. Tell us about that.
She was under Russian occupation, and it was called Lipno, L-I-P-N-O. My father...
So her birth certificate was actually stamped Russian-occupied Poland.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have an actual birth certificate. We have papers. Documentation wasn't at its optimum at that time, and certain papers did get approved. My father, it was his father that was born in Poland. He was northwestern, very close into the German sector. And his last name was, as we call it in English, was Wolowski, and his name in Polish would be Wolowski.
And how would you spell that, Wolowski?
W-O-L-O-W-S-K-I.
Now, his birth certificate was stamped with a swastika on the German border.
Yes, his father's, not my father. My father was born in Brooklyn.
Now tell us about their journey. What do you know about their story of how they came to the United States from Poland?
The maternal grandparents lived in Poland. My maternal grandfather, came here on the premise of becoming an American. And if he were to join the American Army, he would have automatically at that time become a citizen. And if he were to do so, and he served in the service, in the military, in the First World War, he could eventually bring his family here, and they would become automatic citizens. So, as you could see, people at any price to come to America. Things haven't changed in 75, 100 years, and perhaps they never will.
What year do you believe they left Poland on a 6-month boat ride? Is that true?
Yes, and they came over here in about 1919. And their journey here took about 4 or 5 months, because when they left from the northern part of Poland by boat, each time, they were like I think they called it steerage or something. It was the poorest way that people could be transported. And each time that they reached a major port, they would take off the ill people and put them in a hospital or in a group place until they recovered, so that the disease or the pneumonia would not travel rampant to the other people. So their journey took them several months, because they had many times that they got off for measles, different things of that nature.
And they wound up in Boston and in Bayonne, New Jersey before coming to New York?
When they came here to America, they came to Ellis Island. It was the same story. Ellis Island was having a rampant disease outbreak, and they weren't able, it was quarantined. They weren't able to drop up.
To exit the boat.
Exit the boat at that point, and they were sent up to Boston. So Mom never knew, but she got to see New York, she got to see Boston. She could never afford those vacations in time to come, but in any event, she did.
Now, you went back to Poland and you brought your children there in the communist era. You brought them to the concentration camps of Auschwitz. What was that experience like, and when did that happen?
It was real. It was real. We went in 1984, a year after their father died. And I took 4 of the children, and it was quite an experience. And it was like, what do we do? Do we take the kids and bring them to a doctor and let them know that their father died and we have to adjust? Or do I take that money and show the children that there's a life for them? And I chose for the second, and I think it was the best choice. And to make up for what I eventually showed the children about Poland and where Mom came from, just this last year, my son and I went to Scotland and Ireland, and we saw where their father came from. And I think it's probably the best gift I could have ever given my family, to know their heritage.
Now here we are at the Embassy of the Republic of Poland. Both of your parents were from Poland, and you spent summers in Poland on a farm. what are some easy dialogue that we should know in Polish? Possibly hello, a greeting?
Dzień dobry, jak się idziesz? Chcesz masło? Do you want your butter? Dobry dzień. Do widzenia, till I see you again. And my grandfather's favorite was, as we were leaving the house, idź tam z Bogiem. And he blessed himself. And that meant go with God. And maybe he had a lot of foresight, because the way people drive today, maybe we need that greeting, go with God.
Now, when you went to school, you didn't use the name Theresa Ryan. What name did you go to school under?
I went under my name Wolowski, but at that time I went to a Polish school, so they pronounced it the Polish way, and I was Wolowska.
Teresa?
Theresa Wolowska. If you were a female, you would end your name with an A. If you were a male, you ended your name with an I. And it would indicate a female or a male.
Well, this appears to be our Polish heritage, tracing it back to Lipno, Poland, with Theresa Wolowska. It's Ryan and Theresa
So now you're seeing the Polish and you're seeing the Irish and the Scotch side. Love you.
That's our story from the Republic of Poland Embassy in Washington, D.C. Till next time.
It's really nice today.